All right, there we go. Welcome, welcome. Okay. We are still on the macOS update issues, lagging problems, but I think I turned off enough of the new features. I think we're okay at the moment. I'm not seeing any lagging on the OBS side. Oop. Okay, I think we're partially stabilized at the moment. I think we're good enough to continue to do what we normally do, without too much. Like it still has a little bit of issues on it, but definitely not as much as it was having on Monday or last week, for sure. So I got about half of the windows I would normally have open. I turned off a bunch of the features that they had activated with the new OS and stuff like that. Basically try to strip it down to minimize the visual stuff going on. So open is going to be okay. Hello, Sunny. Good morning. Welcome, Star Horse. Let's see. I do have one more thing I can close. Haha. The Witch Queen. Okay, alright. Shut off Google Chrome too, so that should give me just a little bit more. Just a wee bit more. Boop, 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 boop. Don't type that. Okay. Here we go. Hype. How you been doing, Sonny? How's Star Citizen been going? I noticed you've been streaming and stuff on that lately. I keep missing it though. I keep being in between doing other things and being like, I can't go watch. I guess the big question is, have you spent any more money on more ships? Or are we on restriction now? Meantime, I'm gonna work on some other stuff today. What the fuck? The heck? Why is there oh, it's doing that. Does this weird thing every once in a while where it duplicates. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Adobe. Not since the 1st of December. Actually, I did get a rare skin from the gray market, but it's not a ship. That was a ship paint. That's okay then. My favorite streamer is live. Nevada cartoon. Ouch. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the Iron Banner. Sigil? With an Iron Banner. Yeah, I guess it's a sigil. That would work. Hello, Bishak. I appreciate you calling me Nevada cartoon. Hurts a little bit, but that's okay. Just a little bit. Ding! Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Have on the field. Yeah. Bring a sword. Okay, so last time I was working on this. Ooh, we are up to 95% now. Thank you, Sunny. Yeah, that was a big jump for us. We got 7 days left, and we are at 95% raised for our special treat for our assistant patch. We are almost there. Wow. I think he's over. Let's go see if he's over in his little perch. He is in his little perch. I'm always surprised because you never know where an animal is going to be. You can try to predict, you can try to be like, so I set up the cameras in different spots so I can try to kind of catch them. But yeah, they're just free to do what they want. You never know. Never know if they are or are not going to be there. He does love his little bassinet though, so he does spend a lot of time there. Just a sleepy little guy. "19 years old. Had to go yell at him last night because he was trying to jump on the counter again. I don't understand. There wasn't even anything up there for him to like try to eat or anything either. Just wild. Okay, we gotta make a little brain. Not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I wanted to try it. He brave boy. Yeah, he's something. I don't know if the word I would use is brave. Thank you, Bishak, for putting in your points. I appreciate that. We are now at 96%. We are within 4% of completing our goal. I'm getting a treat for our friend. Still sleeping. Oh, he's dreaming. Did you see the little eye twitches? Dang, we just barely caught that one. He's really out then. Oh, yeah. He's getting the little arm twitches. He dreaming. It's very subtle. Sometimes he'll actually he'll wake himself out of this sleep like this and he'll just meow. It's weird. Wonder what he's dreaming about. Snacks? Maybe. So it's funny because he can't hear very well anymore. Like, we could probably walk over there and stealth around him and everything and he wouldn't hear a thing. If you stomp on the floor, he'll definitely pick that up. But if you are in another room and you just happen to have, a bowl, like Mrs. Tahoe had a bowl of fettuccine Alfredo. Oh my God. He woke up, smelled it, ran to where she was, and was all over being like, give me some. Yeah. She's a sucker for that too, so it works sometimes. But yeah, the little sniffer, nothing wrong with that, but ears, maybe eyes a little bit, not so good. But he makes it work. That's why he's a turd for climbing on the counter, because he can smell the stuff that's on there. Usually when Mrs. Tahoe makes, fresh bread or muffins or any of the other treats, the cookies, the chocolates, anything, he's like, yes, I would like to eat that. And then he tries to go get it. Okay, we gotta figure out what a brain looks like. It's usually squigglies. Figure out what type of brain we want. It's got little hemispheres. Like that. Just put two of those together, kind of give us the idea. Oh, I know how to do. I know what I want to do. Let's flatten that a little bit. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, they usually have some kind of brain stem popping up off of them too, but I don't know if I want to go that far. Ooh, I kind of like that logo. So for anybody who's watching and thinking about like logos and stuff like that, make sure you do Google searches for the things you are looking into, ideas for what you want to do. So like I just did brain logo in a Google search, and it's given me all kinds of examples of different ways that that's been interpreted over the years. The interesting part about this is I don't know how many of these are now AI created. That's the interesting part. Used to not have to worry about the button. Now you have to think about that a little bit. Some are definitely more symbolic. Some of them are definitely more anatomical. That's a big word, I know, anatomical. Oops, that's not the right window. Yeah, a lot of time is normally spent like looking at background images and stuff like that and seeing what is out there. Kind of trying to solidify some of the ideas that you have for yourself and design elements, all those different little things. Do you want to do simplistic? Do you want to do more complex? Is it more graphic or is it more detailed? We definitely get to stick a little bit closer to the graphic simplicity side of it, because we're going, definitely trying to.
Shek 43 says,
hey,
save your
thank
work.
you, Bishek, for remind me to save my work. I will do that. Saved. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Oops, that's not the right window again. You know what? I wonder if I can bring up, instead of you guys just staring at that, do I have a window? Let's try. We're gonna try something real quick. We're gonna add something to the stream here. I did get an update for OBS, which is nice. It's still not showing me a lot of the symbols that are on OBS, so when I like add a source, I don't have any of the icons for any of them, so I have to kind of guess which ones are which. I don't know, is it screen capture? What is that? It's got to be a screen capture. Properties. Yeah, it's got to be screen capture. Okay, so we're going to add a new screen capture. We're going to make it a window. We're going to make it Google Chrome. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Ooh, it might not be happy with me. Okay, so last week when we did, no, it was on Monday. Oh, that's the wrong button. Just in case for anybody who's watching the stream, if for some reason the stream just crashes and goes away, that's my fault, because the Mac OS that I updated to is still not thoroughly happy with me. So it is what it is. Okay, why did it make it bigger? Why did it do that? Okay, there we go. We're back down to the little. That was weird. We'll look at the different brains here. I don't miss OBS. The funny thing is like OBS has been really good to me. I've gotten it down pretty well where I don't use a whole bunch of crazy add-ons, which has made it definitely more stable in a lot of ways. And even like the last Mac OS Sequoia that I was using, it was running really smooth. Like I wasn't having, that's why I was able to do so many things and have all the extra cameras and stuff like that, because it was just running very smoothly. But like right now that I have Google Chrome open, like it's like, oh, that's one too many applications. I'm like, dude, I had like twice or three times as many open on the last OS. So there's something bogging down stability and just across the board that's causing some issues. But we are going to try to truck on here if we can. If it crashes, it crashes. If it doesn't, huzzah. Like I said, I went through and I turned off a whole mess of features today before stream started, hoping that it would help alleviate some of the pressure, which there's no pressure on the system right now, which is the weird part. Like we're running at only 9.6% CPU usage, which is great, but for some reason the frames per second is dropping. I used my OBS bot talent. Yeah, that makes sense. Give it its own brain by itself. That's what I'm saying, is like I was doing twice, if not three times as much with the previous Mac OS comparative to, you know what, that capture is just causing problems. We're just gonna get rid of that. So I don't know what optimization that they've done or not done or whatever. I know that they have an update that is currently getting ready to get pushed out. I'm hoping that helps fix part of it. I was really hopeful this morning when I saw OBS had an update that got pushed out. I was just like, oh sweet, maybe this will help with some of the stability issues between using OBS and Illustrator together, because Illustrator already had an update, so they pushed to the new OS update already. So I was like, okay. And I would have to say, without running anything too dramatic here, definitely better than Monday. Monday felt like, and that's why it ended up crashing. It felt like anything could just crash the whole thing. So that is the life and times of somebody working on a device for a living. I'm trying to. Okay, so let's get rid of Chrome, gain back a little bit of stability here. Let's work on this brain. Got a little bit of inspiration. Need some squigglies. Where's that gray? Oh, because it's underneath the other one. That's right. I'll be back maybe. I'm not having a good day. Yeah, I gotcha. B-Shack. You take it easy, alright? Take care of yourself. Not a sponsored message. Oh wait, I read that wrong. I'll be back maybe. If not, have a good day. Oof. Definitely botched that one. That's me. I'm trying my best right now. I'm doing my best. Come on. Yeah, it's gotta be something I can do with this to give it a little brain shape. Maybe it needs to be... Thinking too complex. Maybe it needs to be something a little simpler. You know, I don't have to do a sideways one. I could do a top version. The top one is more of like a two hemispheres style brain. But I wonder if people would pick up on that. Wipe. Let's see. This. Oops. Right one. Come on. Feeling brain here. Object have brain shape, but object not have brain feel. Maybe shape come from off. Maybe. I want the same. No, this is kind of sectioned off on its own. Okay, starting to get a little bit better here. The idea is a little bit more solid. Maybe no. Actually, kind of give brain feels. Kind of. Okay, that give more Ocarina of Time feels. which is not bad. I wonder if I cut some of this out. Much squish. Maybe some of them need to touch. Yeah, kind of give brain feels. May need more though to really give it feels of brain. Maybe that one? Okay. Let's take one of these. Let's turn them actually into expanded objects on their own. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, they're all grouped together now. Let's take this, minus them from there. Okay, so now let's cut out. Okay, why is it not doing what I want it to do? I was hoping it would do all of them, but it's not doing too well. Great. There we go. I don't know why that was being... let's see. We need to get rid of... Go. Yeah. Now we can round it. Yeah, way more rounded shapes, more brain feel. Brain not as sharp. There you go. Brain soft, squishy. No have hard edges. Pointy shapes. I use big brain to make brain. Let's see. That. Back. Round that one off. Okay. Hey, actually, I think that kind of works. That kind of looks like a brain. Not a great one, but it does look like one. I think we're thinking of maybe replacing let's see. Object transform, reflect. What if we replace the eye with the brain? So what we need behind it back at there. Oh, come on. Playing with my brains. I don't want that. I want this. No white. It kind of works. Kind of works. Might have to do a little bit better on this brain, but that's okay. As long as we get the concept kind of figured out, maybe it might. Yeah, it kind of works. It's definitely... I could definitely make it smaller. I don't know if that would be better or not, if that pops or not. Yeah, I might be able to make that work if I put together... The problem is that the brain is going to be really small. So I don't want to give it too much detail, otherwise we're going to lose it. Because it's just a tiny little guy. Oops. Okay, I'll make sure and I'll save it. Can turn it off, can turn it on. Let me look at my text message and make sure that's what they were talking about. Let me know what you decide to do with the little brain over the eye, and I can show Joe when you have a mock-up. Then we talk about the final edits, even though... Yeah, this is what I was thinking. The brain over the eye, little minds. So I'm looking at the little preview up in the right hand corner. You all can see that a little bit there. It's it's always good to look at it big and look at it small. I know I harp on that a lot here in the streams, but it is a good thing to watch out for, because most social media brands or social media companies and stuff like that, or wherever you're going to post your image, your profile picture, your whatever it is, it needs to be small, so, and readable while being small. So we definitely lose part of the brain with that, which is fine. Actually, it would be better if it was a little bit farther gone, smaller. I don't think big is the way to go. I wish it would fit here in the middle. I don't know if the brain works or not here. Definitely do more squigglies, but let's see. Let's try. Yeah, we may have to redo it. Get a good shape going on first. I don't mind this. This little S shape here is fine. I think the back end, maybe we needed a connector piece here to here. Oops, too far. Ooh, way too much. It's got to be like 2.1. No, 2.05. Can we do that? 2.025? Kind of works. Kind of works, kind of doesn't work. I realize what we need to do is make these little S shapes. That's why I connected those two right there, just being like, oh, okay. The S shapes are what make the little squigglies work. Refresh that. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we definitely need a better shape because I definitely messed it up. Oh, you know what? The other thing we could do, let's make it pink. Let's make it a lighter pink. Okay, last time I took this and I turned it into a bean, which I don't mind. Took that bean and I made a smaller bean. Put that on the back. Kind of like a brain stem idea. Let's do... Okay, yeah, that's a more simplified design. Yeah, that's more what I'm looking for. That, we gotta keep it simple. Let's go ahead and, not that. Shift, remove, okay, so that makes it nice and smooth. There to there, there to there. I think I have 2 points down here, but that's okay for the moment. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay. Let's take this, let's move the and this, group it together. Let's move it out here real quick. Just a little brain bean right there. Yeah, I think that's going to be the perfect spot for it. We just got to get some of these designs into the mix here. I do like this one. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, maybe I'll do like that. I don't think this one is worth saving. We can try. We can try. All right. We're getting brain fields here. Let's go here. Try to do some of this manually. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you move that? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Kind of give brain feel, but it doesn't stand out too much in the mini version, which is fine. I would prefer that it did have a little pop to it. Well, let's save it for here for now, and we'll think about it for a few minutes. And then we're going to take our break here in about 10 seconds. So let's switch over to our assistant cam, see how he's doing. We'll take that break, and then we'll come back and we'll keep working on it, see if we can figure out what a brain looks like. See if I have a brain. I don't know. We'll find out. So stick around. We'll be back. that was a really quick 3 minutes, but that's okay. We are back. Our system is still doing good. Thank you, Patch, for watching the stream, people, while I was gone. Yeah, I'm not feeling... It's got some wrinkles in it, but it's too smooth-brained. Too smooth. I don't know if this will work or not, but we're gonna try it. Make this brain a little lumpy here. Gotta get them folds. This is where all the good stuff is. Hidden and held. So we did this. It looks like a little intestine wrapped around the brain. Those. Well, I don't think that made it better. Hey, thank you, Dreamer, for putting in your points. Appreciate it. Ooh, that brings us to 97%. We are 3% away from getting our treat for our assistant patch. So I would assume, unless somebody comes in here and drops a whole bunch of points, that'll probably happen on Friday's stream. Who would have thought I would have struggled so much with a brain? Trying to figure out what a brain looks like in a graphic design. I'm partially fighting it at the moment. I don't like the little swoopies. On. Literally was on it. Might have to do... Might have to do a slightly more anatomical instead of less, you know, wibbly wobbly graphic style. Because the brain definitely has three or four quadrants on it. Front lobe, mid lobe, back lobe, and then the stem that comes out the bottom. Maybe that's why this doesn't feel right, is because I'm really not representing those three things. Yeah, because we definitely wanted to fit with this overall aesthetic. Don't want to go, no harsh lines around anything. Very simple geometry. Like, we have a lot of round. Well, a couple of those are, yeah. I don't know. That's the back. Bottom. Get rid of that. This would be the front. And then there's a big section in the middle. And it connects all of that together. I really didn't think I was going to struggle as hard with this brain as I am currently. It's weird. You ever have one of those days where you're just like, you try some stuff, you think about some stuff, and you're just like, no, this is just not, it's just not working. Something's not jiving. There you go. You're on a 7 stream watching streak. Good job, babe. Sorry, it's not as exciting and interesting to watch today. Definitely can't figure this out. This is definitely throwing me for a little bit of a loop. Problem is now the design is coming. I tried to shrink it, but it's becoming too complicated now for such a small, such a tiny object. Back to a bean. The thing is like that shape, simplicity of it, that's about what I want, but making it work with everything else, that's what I'm struggling with. Just one of them days. Just one of them days. Nah, dang it. I'm searching on my phone now since I couldn't bring it up on the stream for you all to see. Different brains. Maybe I need to go even more simple. I know this is going to feel like tech, but it might work. Um, yeah, I think it's given too much technology vibes. Come on. Looks like a ball sack. Never mind. For anybody wondering, these are not family-friendly streams. FYI. I like the brain you had earlier, otherwise it looks like Jelly Belly. Have a good research stream. Yeah, that's about what that's what I got going on here. I'm stuck in Jelly Belly phase. It says we're at 99% now. We are currently 375 points away from completing our goal here today. For our treat for Patch, our assistant. We are really close. I was thinking we weren't going to get in until Friday, but depends on who comes in next. If they might push us over the edge. We will see, and then I'll have to set up a new challenge for Friday. Who'd have thought brains would have been so complex to try to make? Problem is I could use a bunch of circles. Kind of tried to do that a little bit. Didn't really work out. Yeah, I think the what I'm fighting right now is that there needs to be more detail in this shape, and this little bean shape is we kind of get part of it, but it's not complex enough to do what I want it to do, or to represent what I want it to represent, but it's also too small to add too many details to. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard spot right now. Let's go. No, something else. Okay. Look around again. Let's see. Not coming together for some reason. I don't know why. So this one's a little bit more anatomically correct. So let's do this goes here, goes around, back, starts doing a bunch of this. Doubt this is gonna work, but nope. I don't know, I'm struggling. No, that don't work either. Yeah, it's too much of a bean shape. Poop. I was hoping to keep the simplicity of this, but I don't think I can. Well, we're gonna have to delete that one. Get rid of it. Try a different method. We might be able to do a double hemisphere style version. That might work. Oh man, holding caps lock, not shift. Dang it. Let's combine those. Check for points that don't need to be there. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, so now let's take these outside ones. I don't think that worked, but that's okay. Need a neuroscientist here to help me with this. Noise brain. Alright, let's just leave that as that. Reflect. Okay. Yeah, maybe that'll work better if I do the. Ooh. I think it's not gonna work, to be honest with you. It's just so weird. Unless it can be a big part of the design, it does not work small. Come on. When I want it to spin, it won't spin. When I want it to move, it won't move. It spins instead. What the hell? Yeah, see, if I add more folds to it, it looks better, but then it becomes less brain shaped because it's so small that the details are going to get lost. Maybe you should have worked on book pages today instead. That's okay. Not every design day is a successful design day. It looks like two hearts. Or not hearts, but lungs. Yeah, it does not want to cooperate for some reason. I don't know why. I don't have the big brain for it. No, sorry. We'll need some internals of some sort. It's slowly getting to me. Slowly bothering me. Can't figure out. Flop that. Make that like 0.25. Okay, why did you go back to 1? Okay, I mean, that gives brain feels. Brainish feels. That one's okay. Just going through and fixing all of that are really gonna do me anything. Should go something like that. Okay, yeah, because it's slightly twisted. Like that. I want to turn that so that it aligns straight up and down with that. Try that at the moment. I mean, it's probably the best one that I've done so far. Yeah, I just don't know. It don't feel right for some reason, and I don't know why. Something about it clashes too much with everything else. This little micro detail, something super fine detailed right in that little eye. I could see it if we did, let's see, duplicate. If it was something in the background or something like that, but it's not. Yeah, it looks, yeah. That looks so weird. Turn off all of that real quick. Let's do some playing. We'll do a little bit more playing, and then we'll probably have to be done with it. Do this. Let's expand appearance on all of them. Let's go ahead and group those, or not group them, but combine them. Let's go ahead and combine those. Maybe that was going to happen. Copy. Paste. This one. Remove. Maybe something like that. Got a bunch of extra stuff in here again. That one's fine. Those. Yeah, like maybe if it had been that or something. Kind of looks weird too. It's your big brain. I mean, could possibly work. It really depends. We'll have to check with our friends and see if this would work for them or not. We'll send them over to watch the episode here. Trim view. We definitely have to work on the podcast part up there. Yeah, the outline kills too much of it. Yeah, I don't know. I think the brain does not help with what we're doing. I could put it somewhere else and it might work, but the iconography of the brain just doesn't. It looks great when it's big like this, like it's fine. But tiny, it just looks like a blech.
Juggling and wrestling thoughts in my mind. The influence was heavy, all the faults even mine. Label still persuading like I'm needing a dime. Like my people ain't be dying.
It's just too much. I don't know.
I'm still numb to the trauma.
I don't know.
Couldn't tell if my joy was out of love or what would haunt me when I needed me.
Well, at least we've got a couple things saved on there. We can direct our friends at their podcast to come over and watch the stream and double check and see what they think of all of this stuff. We can go from there. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funky dory. Oh, hey, this is Tahoe. Oh, I'm yawning already. That's not a good. It's not a good sign. That means our assistant is probably out of his little. Yep, he's out of his little bed. That's okay. Okay. So, what else is on the docket then? We've got about, let's see, 12 minutes before our next ad break starts. The brain is hurting me.
Yeah. No creative brain today?
I don't think it works. I tried putting this one in here. A little... I think it's just too small for what it needs to have on it to make it look like a brain.
I just don't think it needs it.
That's... I don't know. It's like it kind of...
I don't think it adds anything.
Sunny_Ruth says save your work.
I could do a big one in the back.
No. I just don't think the brain adds anything.
Yeah. I definitely can feel that because it...
That's my take.
Trying all the different variations of it that I could think of at the moment, and none of them would really...
I just think you have such a good design right now, the brain can't.
Yeah. We tried. No, you're good. Thank you, Sunny, for letting me know that I need to save my work. Appreciate that. You didn't negate anything because it's all play, trying to find what is the best combination of things, and sometimes you do a lot of stuff and then it doesn't work out. So it happens. That's okay. That's okay. You never get it right on the first time. Trust me, compared to a lot of the other stuff that I've put together, based off of all the other stuff I've put together, it doesn't always work out the first time. The question is, what do we work on for the last 10 minutes or so of our stream today? Since today's a little bit of a shorter one. Or do we go through our story stuff? We never did figure out 26. Let me look at it again and see what's on there. Oh, that's right. We were working on, yes. I was working on the picture frame in the background before. Yeah, let's go ahead and save that out for the moment. See what that looks like in there, because I didn't get that chance last week. PNG template. Let's see. Anything else in here? Yeah, that's where I want to replace that. Okay. Six. Okay. Don't worry, Sonny. I'm going to save this. Put that new one in there. I'm going to save it. First update, cheap viewers. Oh, thank you. I think I'm okay though. I don't want to pay for viewers. Honey, did you put a donut in there? Oh, you did put a donut. It's a Mactix donut. Okay, so 26. Still kind of boring. Yeah, I definitely have some. These last like 6 pages here are definitely need some adjustment, because I definitely need to finish off some of the photos in page number 28. 26 still bothers me, where it's, I've added these things, but does it make sense? Doesn't matter if it makes sense. I care. That one probably needs to get changed. That one's above the table, so unless I want to put the table and stuff back here with all the rest of the items in. Maybe we'll move the clock. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll take the clock off of there and we'll put it over his shoulder. Oh. Of course, I join a little late on your short day. Actually, good timing if you want to look at something real quick, Bryce. Because I worked for the first couple hours here on your logo today, and finally got, not as flustered, but got to a point where I was just like, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I don't know. I don't think the brain's gonna work. Let me bring it up for you. And it duplicated the stuff again. Wow, I don't know why it does that. Where are my words at? There are my words. Does this thing, and I don't know why it does this, duplicates these words. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I've got plenty of time. So I tried doing a couple different versions of this throughout the stream. If you want to go back and watch some of it, because this is the last one I kind of played with. You can look through them and see what I did and kind of figuring out how this is going to look. But tried the little brain on top of the eye here. Like it kind of works, kind of doesn't work, kind of doesn't work a lot. It's almost too complex of a object to fit into this super simplistic. Like I tried to simplify it down, and then it looked too smooth brained. It wouldn't cooperate. And it could be just me for the day that's not seeing it, but like it's a really small object, detailed. You can see over in the right hand corner in the tiny preview over there, like it's almost non-existent when it's that small. It's not bad when it's big like this, but it is definitely not. I don't know. I don't think it works well. Tried putting it behind everything. I think it makes it way too busy. Definitely makes it feel weird. It's kind of cool looking. Kind of looks like a magnifying glass is magnifying it, but I don't think that works for what you got going on. I like the idea, but it does not look like it matches the aesthetic. Yeah, it kind of doesn't. I kept running into that. It just wouldn't vibe correctly. It just, like everything else is so simplistic, right? Simple, super simple shaped lines, circular shaped, rounded. Even these squares in the background have little rounded corners on them. So even our little half dome, glossy stuff, our little stars, like everything is uber simplified for that like 90s vibe, pop culture setup. I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it smoothed out enough to make it. Like you'd really have to stretch of the imagination to get it there. I think simple is better. Yeah, it was kind of like I said, I was trying as best I could. Let's see, duplicate layer. I'll kind of show you what I had earlier without this one. This is kind of what I had earlier, something along this lines. Oh, come on. Tried to do the side profile brain idea. And it just kind of looks like bubbles. Kind of looks like something else. So it could be a brain, could be a bubble. Like it could almost work for both. Since it is a conversation, I just thought that was too simple and it was too like interpretive to figure out that it was a brain in a lot of ways. So I wasn't sure if that one was going to fly. I could see the brain, but it does look like a pink thought bubble a bit. Yeah, which it could work as that because you guys are talking. It is a conversation, but it doesn't. Yeah, like the interpretation of brain is a little stretch. A little bit. I don't know. I may have to play with it some more and see how it goes. Maybe I was just off, not feeling the vibes today. That does happen sometimes.
It's hard to be creative.
Artistic endeavors are not always 100% all the time. Sometimes you can push through a little bit, sometimes they're a little bit harder. Just depends. I'll make sure and save this. I think, let's see, yeah, we've got 20 seconds until our next ad break here. It's not a necessity. Joe was just curious how it would look. I think no brain though. Yeah, I still might play with it a little bit depending on if you guys have time, but let's take our ad break here, and then we'll chat about it a little bit more after we get back from our break. So we got a little bit of time, little bits. Actually, we can still talk about it because you subscribe, so you can keep talking about stuff. I think there's a possibility it could work. Stretching to figure out what that is or how it works or what it looks like might take me a little bit more time is all. So depending on if you have, I know you guys are doing your big refresh in January, so if that's our timeline to continue to play with some of this and get the other graphic together, then yeah, there's no reason to push and beat this into submission. We can always leave it a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely keep playing around with it. We got plenty of time. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's always nice to have. I don't want to push your time frames or anything like that, but as long as we're kind of on the same page, then we'll get there. But cool, that'll give me a chance to look around on the internets a little bit. I definitely went through Google and Bing searches today to look at different brains and stuff like that. Might have to stretch out and see what else I can get my hands on to look at some of those ideas. It's like I'm not opposed to the simplicity of the one we did before we swapped our screens here. It just needs something else. There's a big stretch.
Sunny_Ruth says big stretch.
Okay. I may need to go on a walkabout is what it might need to be. With all of the macOS problems I've been having this week after updating, maybe that's part of the problem, is it's just kind of weighing on me at the moment. Stressing about what the hell I'm gonna do about some of this. It's been stable today, so I think I got some stuff figured out and turned off enough to make what I've got going on work again. But it definitely needs a huge update. They need to work on some stability stuff with this OS for sure. It is struggling. Hakuna Matata. Yes, it's a wonderful phrase. I mean, did you know it means no worries for the rest of your days? It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. There you go. I didn't sing it this time though. I just wordsmithed it. I did. Yeah, I did a. What is that called? Where they do them jazz jam session or? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, like I'm not like that simplistic of a version of it. That's fine, but whether or not it comes across as what we want, that's the kicker. Snaps. Yes, thank you for the snaps. Appreciate it. I don't know if it was going to pick up on the... No, it's not picking up on the stream. I don't think so. I don't know. Alright. Oh, it picked up? Okay, cool. Good to know. It wasn't registering on the OBS microphone mixer, which was weird. You know, so I don't know how you have your setup put together, Sunny, but on mine, I do have a bunch of filters put on. Gain, equalizer, expander, compressor, limiter, and noise suppression. I noticed that the noise suppression is definitely not as good as like Discord's noise suppression, but I don't know if it's just not displaying that it's sending it through or not, or what, but yeah, sometimes I ask you guys, even on like the podcast episode, I'm like, did you guys hear that? And you guys are like, yeah. I'm like, that is not registering at all that that's coming through. Coach Beard voice. Yeah. I would yell it, but I'm not going to. Okay. Well, like I said, I think this needs some more play. There's a few things that we need to play with. Page-wise, move some things around. Logo-wise, see what we can do. Come up with some ideas. So, sorry this one was short. Sorry it was kind of funky-dory a little bit with the... I think that's just going to be continue as we continue down this road with the new OS and getting things stabilized and stuff like that. So it's gonna be. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Bshak, for being in here for a few minutes. Thank you, Dreamer, who is here at home now. Thank you, Bryce, for coming by. Appreciate it. Definitely, Bryce. Once I get done with this video or this stream, the archived video will be up on Twitch, so you can go back and rewatch like the first couple hours there where I was playing with a bunch of the stuff. Or I have to export it out to YouTube, but it won't be available till tomorrow morning at some point. So it will be up on YouTube sometime probably tomorrow morning, I would assume. So, but yeah, you can run through it and see what you think of some of the craziness that I put together, whether or not any of that worked or not, because I can always go back and redo it. So easy peasy. Take all the time you need with it, and thank you all. We'll go back and take a look. Cool. Yeah. All right, everybody, we are gonna roll it up then. Have a good Wednesday afternoon. It is hump day. And I will be back on Friday for another art stream and more computer problems. I don't know about that. I'm just playing now. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what else we've got going on. Lots to do towards book 3, getting it done. Covers to work on. So yeah, we'll be back. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood too. We'll see. All right. Bye, everybody.
Yo.